I choose to look at, even if it's from a reliable source, I will then spend extra time going to other reliable sources to verify A, if the information is correct, and B, what part of the information is correct. When I'm satisfied that I have the facts, and then when I've looked at the opinions, I come to my own conclusions and my own opinions. That's why most of the time when you hear me here or on Clubhouse, I will do my best, not always, but I will do my best to say, this is my opinion, because the last thing I want to do, this is just me, is to tell somebody that something is a fact. For example, I talked about Marco Rubio coming over from Cuba like an hour ago, and the gentleman corrected me and said, no, he was born in America. It was family that came. I said, you're right. I made a mistake, and I completely admitted it. So there you have it.
Well, thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Lawful Man, are you there? Lawful Man?
Yes, I am. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm well, sir.
Steve has a hard time knowing the difference between
I have a very
his
strong
facts
opinion on
and
this
his
subject.
opinions.
The American judicial system, I'm coming to you because you're the law guy, right? How do we fix this broken system? Or is it even broken in your opinion?
The system is broken, but we need to hold our elected public officials responsible for their improper actions when they represent a beneficial position. I think that's the biggest issue with our judiciary. And it's all forms and types of administrative government, simply because the people can be incentivized not to do their jobs, or to do their jobs ineffectively, or to bring their own personal opinions into what's supposed to be effectively done on a fair shake state, especially when you're dealing with the judicial system. However, we know that they practice a lot of things that are profit-based.
Let me ask you a follow-up question, if I may. Why do we have a system in place, right? And I could be wrong. You're the lawyer, I'm not, but I'm just going from lived experience, where prosecutors have pretty much carte blanche to do what they want without any repercussions. How do we fix that?
Well, this is the wild part. They don't just have carte blanche. It's just very difficult to hold them responsible, because they're all part of a buddy system. And it has to be a gross miscarriage or a gross, it's got to be like so, and it has to be a pattern. So it can't just be one thing. It has to be a repetitive pattern that is provable over time for you to hold a jurist responsible for their actions.
Let me ask you this.
They have to be able to prove intent.
Let me ask you this. I think it's politically motivated, right? And I just want to get your opinion. What do you think of the prosecution of Letitia James?
If she violated the law, she ought to be held responsible. Any public official, every public official ought to be held responsible for their violations of the law, especially when you're going to sit on the administrative processes and then execute them against the other citizens in society. As a matter of fact, you should be held to a higher standard simply because you're a public official.
Thank you, sir. Guys, we're going to go popcorn style. If anyone wants to grab the mic, you're more than welcome to. Just please respect the one mic policy. John Kitover, what's up? Did you win your election?
I thought his election was until next year, November next year. No.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was this.
I could be wrong.
Well, he's on stage. Let's find out. John Kitover, how you doing?
I'm good. I challenged Darren LaHood yesterday. He challenged me, and the election is March 17th, 2026.
Oh, yeah? How many votes did you get in this past election?
It wasn't votes. It was petitions, and I got 1,650 out of 1,550, so we exceeded by 100. And guess what? The incumbent, the congressman, is 500 signatures short for appearing on the March 17th ballot. So it goes to court, and I have to get an attorney, and there are 2 challenges against me. And so in about 10 days, this all goes to trial to find out who's on the ballot.
See, here's America. You got John Kitover, who's batshit crazy. He's going to be a congressman. Welcome to America, people.
Well, this is really about ballot access. I encourage everyone here to run for Congress. You realize it's a very small world. It's me versus a Republican and a no name nothing Democrat, just like me, going against a guy that has $10 million, has every attorney that he can afford, and they literally kick you off the ballot, and they themselves are guilty of what they accuse you of doing. So it's just a small world, and you realize that when you actually put your toe in the ring and you put your hat, in the ring. I mean, that's the way.
Hey, Johnny boy, check this out. Since I was one of your larger political donators, I will expect some kickbacks and some favors when you become a congressman. So I'm making that publicly known. But we can talk about that offline.
Great. I mean, that's how
the American system works. I pat your back, you pat my back.
The victory for me is just getting on the ballot. This isn't my first time doing this, and getting on the ballot is extremely difficult. The lawyers, the judges, everything is fixed against the grassroots candidate.
Well, I'll tell you what, America has for a long time really needed a legitimate third party. But the systems that are in place, the politicians that are in place, the mechanisms that are in place, that's not a reality. That's never going to happen. So we have to pick, I guess, the lesser of two evils.
I do wonder sometimes if, a democratic capitalist system is the very, very, very best system. I mean, that's what we're told from the time we're born. That's what we assume. But man, JB, I went to Dubai there, and they've got less natural resources than we have in Canada. And everybody in Dubai is given a fucking free house, like the Emirati people. Probably, if our government did it the same way, we'd have mansions.
Hold on, Sabina. Poodle, you know what, man?
Yeah.
People here in America, right? We have this victim mentality where we'll complain about it being a capitalist country until they become capitalist and they make some money. Then they love the system.
No, I'm just putting it out there, just as a wide idea. I do think we probably do have the best system, but I mean, Dubai was interesting because their government's just like build, go for it.
Isn't it fair to say though that capitalism in general evolves, and that potentially every single democracy ends up being fascism? Regardless, the capitalism aside, every democracy ends up being fascism because of the way that they operate, because of the oligarchy, and because of the way that the government takes control. So over time, as it matures, it becomes problematic. There isn't a better solution because potentially all the other forms of government become problematic as they age as well.
Yeah.
So saying that potentially there could be no alternative, but democracy keeps resetting itself over and over again, which is why democracies in the past have failed. There's no reason that ours is going to be different.
Right. It does seem like that. Like, for example, post-World War II, North America here, we had a massive boom. Everybody was excited. We're in the atomic age now. The troops are home. Everybody had babies, baby boomers, and it was kind of an optimistic time, I guess, not for everyone, but for a lot of folks. And I think, it might be the same thing there that's going in Dubai. They're through the boom stage. It might not be the specific type of government or type of economic system, but the stage that it's at, right? So
exactly. I mean, we're in the most advanced one, so.
We're kind of old now, right? Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. So I wanted to welcome Bima to the stage. Bima, how you doing?
Good morning, everyone. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm living my best life. I was happy to see you come into the room that you and I have built a little bridge where we could be respectful to each other. And then I looked in your profile and it says, donate to Gaza. You know that money, whatever money people are going to donate is going to be stolen. You know that, right?
Are you sure, though, JB?
100%.
How do you know? But how do you know?
Because the leadership of Hamas lives in 5-star hotels in Qatar. That's how.
Yeah, but they still got any more power there? I don't know if they do.
Of course they do, bro.
They do?
Of course they do.
Well, maybe you know more than me. I don't know.
Matthew, I have common sense. But I was talking to Bima because I'm trying to build a little bridge with this young lady. Bima?
Yes, sir. I guess my only response would be, shit's gonna happen, but I don't think that should stop us from supporting people that still want to live. You know what I mean? That aren't part of a part of the problem. And if that's the only, if that's the only opportunity that we have, I think that. I mean, I personally, I think we should do it.
How much have you donated to Gaza? Oh, she went on the phone.
No, I ignored that, JB. What are you talking about? This is too spicy. I put that on mute. I could wait. Do you know, I worry about talking about specifics with money and things on here because people have threatened me with certain things. So I would say that for the sake
I apologize.
not you. No. That wasn't you. No, that was not you. I was not actually referring to you. But other people have on this topic, and so I'll just have to voluntarily refrain just for my own safety.
I totally respect that. I'm sorry that you got threatened, and people on this app. I spoke about it earlier, people. I think the downfall of society is social media, and there's no guardrails. People can say, do what they want, radicalize, do all this crazy shit. And you know what happens is, I'll give you an example. You got idiots like Luigi Mangione who assassinated the healthcare CEO. Whatever you think of healthcare, I think it's a reprehensible system and it fucks people's lives up. But to murder somebody. But if you go on social media, this kid, half the population think he's a fucking idol. And they send him money, they send him naked pictures, they send him 500 pieces of mail a week because these idiots get radicalized online. There's no guardrails.
JB, that's only because he's not a 65-year-old fat man like me.
I totally agree. Uncle Steve, hey.
I want to see pictures of Steve.
No way. But JB, no, I totally agree with you. I was absolutely I was shocked when that happened. Hey, there's a good interview with Eric Weinstein and the British guy. What's his name? Piers Morgan. I think you would like that. It's sort of on the topic, but yeah, I think you might be interested in that, JB.
Thank you. I like Piers Morgan. See ya.
Hey, JB, what do you think about, you guys talking about the Middle East, that real time right now, our administration is welcoming in the president of Syria, who's been active as a member of Al-Qaeda and been active in killing U.S. soldiers throughout the years. Yet, the current administration is just basically welcoming him in with the red carpet and open arms. What are your thoughts?
I think today's enemies are tomorrow's friends, Theo. I think look what happened after World War II. We welcomed the Japanese are some of our strongest allies. Same thing with the Germans. I mean, what he did was reprehensible, but we have to break the cycle somehow. And by breaking the cycle, that means we have to sit down with some reprehensible people. Just my opinion. Hold on, Poodle. Let me say good morning to Joe. Joe, good morning. Joe Sahawa. Joe,
I like your answer. So can I ask a question? Because your answer really got my attention. So when you see the Hamas in the White House, what's your reaction? You're going to say the enemy of the past, the friends now?
No. Well, I have my own personal opinions, but Hamas is a terrorist organization that.
Well, he was a terrorist.
You asked the question. Please let me answer it. That their main purpose is to eliminate all Jews in the world. So I'm against it. And that ideology is not going to change. People change, Joe. Ideologies change. Situations change. Am I happy that the president of Syria, who is at one point was an unknown terrorist? No. But what are we supposed to do? Allow the killing to continue? Allow the slaughter of innocent people to continue? We have to break bread with somebody. And, at some point we got to predict the lesser of two evils.
Could you verify when you say killing of innocent people? Are you talking about which people, if you don't mind me to ask?
Any country in the Middle East. Syrian people were innocent. They were killed. Innocent Jews, innocent Palestinians. Listen, I'm a Zionist, Joe, right? I'm pro-Israel. But I also against a lot of the things they've done. I'm not with what... At some point, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again with hoping for different results. And I think what's going on over in Gaza, I think it's just enough. I just think it's enough. It's overkill if you ask me. Just my opinion.
I respect that. I'm pro-Palestinian, but I don't care about Palestine or Israel. I want the United States first. That's my concern. I want the people think about United States, America first, not Israel. I need just the people to wake up and put our money inside our country, not elsewhere. Do you agree with that, GB? Do you put United States first or Israel?
I'm American first before anything. I woke up today, I'm American. I'm paying my tax dollars to America. But I also know that, listen, there's people way smarter than me that do these strategies. I know that Israel's our biggest ally for whatever reasons over in the Middle East. So we have to placate them at some point. Steve, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, to the comment, and I think I've spoken with this gentleman before, but if not, I humbly apologize. When he says we should keep all our money in the United States, I suspect part B to that is we shouldn't be spending our money outside of the United States and with other countries. He can respond after I quickly finish. If we want to keep being the world's policeman, which, by the way, I advocate simply because it keeps the country safer, if we want to continue being the world's policeman, we do have to spread our money around. We do have to have eyes and ears on the entire planet. So when you say we should keep our money inside the country, if that means we should not be spreading it around the world to be the world's policeman and keep our country safe, I am against that, sir.
If I can ask a question, Steve.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So Condoleezza Rice, I could post a video in the chat, right? I'm so curious to hear what you think, because Condoleezza Rice has said that we can't be the police. This is her speaking, right? I'll post it in the chat. She's saying we can't be the police of the world, but great empires are not allowed to be isolated, right? So there needs to be like an in-between. Do you think there should be like an in-between? What are your thoughts?
What does she say the in-between is?
What in-between would be like in-between, almost like soft and hard. So you're not the police where you just, involved in everything. But you pick and choose a bit, right? But just not involved.
Oh, wait a second, Sabina,
Yeah.
respectfully, wasn't she the Secretary of State when we invaded Afghanistan? I'm just curious.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I think her critique is important, because I think what she's saying is that we should not be involved 100%, because I don't think that America, there's no superpower that can go into a nation just completely transform the whole thing.
In what you said, I agree. We should. There are 209 or 200 nations around the world. I agree. We should not be policing all of them. In fact, I think the only police that we should be doing is within our country. But should we exert our influence? Should we have eyes and ears on what's going on? Should we keep an eye on the Middle East, because arguably it's the breeding ground for terrorism? And terrorism generally, when it's done, or when it starts, it's either it occurs in the European Union, in NATO, where we are obligated to put boots on the ground because we are we have sworn to defend NATO. So I agree with your interpretation of Condoleezza Rice. We should not be policing other countries, but we absolutely should have eyes and ears on them. That's what I think.
Just 1 second.
Guys,
One second.
Everybody mute up. Thank you. Because I have to shout out Vero. Vero, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
I'll smack this shit out of every nigga in this room right now.
Yeah, you do that. I just want to wish you a happy Veterans Day. If it wasn't for people like you who can hold conversations like this. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that it applies to. Matthew, hold on 1 second. Let's go to Joe and I'll come right back to you. Joe?
I just want to say I totally agree that we have to monitor the war through the CIA, not put billions of dollars. We should also not let the senators talk in behalf of the United States and support Israel. They have to talk about their state. That's my point. And not talk about Israel and not go to Israel to worship them and get money from a foreign agent like APAC. And this is really against the law, should be. But
Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question. If we send, I don't know, $500 million to Israel today, where do you think Israel sends that money to? What do you think they do with that money?
Innocent kids, women, war. Yep.
But what they do is they take that money and they pour it back into the American economy. They buy American armaments, munitions. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that money comes back to America. It's not like they put it in their bank account. Hold on, let me finish. It's not like the Hamas leadership that puts it in their bank account.
Can you show me the bank account details? Do you have any proof? Or you just throw this word right there? Well, Joe. You don't have proof. So you don't have proof, right? Say yes or no. You have proof? Okay. Yes or no?
I don't have to prove nothing to you.
Exactly. Okay. So you don't have proof. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Because these people who've never had a job in their fucking life have billions of dollars in their bank accounts. Tell me how that happened.
I don't want even the United States to support Palestine. Dude, like, you don't still understand.
I understand you're a fucking moron. And you don't come into my space with that type of fucking energy. How about that? Go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, on a very practical level, ignoring what's right or wrong or something like that. If you look at the relationship between the United States and Israel, it's basically it's similar to Japan. After World War II, Japan was like the United States permanent Air Force carrier in Asia. And Israel is the United States permanent Air Force carrier in the region. Gas and oil. Okay. But Sabina is right. You cannot, and if you look back through history, this is the case. You cannot sustain military bases and overstretch yourself for a sustained amount of time without going into extreme debt. Like if you look at the Romans, that's exactly what they did.
Poodle, I have to say this respectfully, and then I'll let you finish. Yeah. This love affair with you Canadians and between you two Canadians, enough. We get it.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's if you look at the Spanish Empire, you look at the Dutch Empire, you look at the British Empire, all these guys, especially like the Spanish, they had fucking bases in the Philippines and Mexico and Europe and the Arab Peninsula. And this was like 400, 500 years ago. And this drained their pockets. And what happened is that the Spanish stopped creating things. They stopped having factories. They imported everything. There's a very specific, very common trend that's happening here. And that's why a lot of politicians are saying, look, you got to maintain power across the world.
Well, there's being prior to experience, for sure.
This fucking guy's never heard of a book?
And you grab knowledge, like, for example, you from the book Human Action, and not necessarily having experienced it?
How can I? No, because that's a stolen concept.
Somebody stole a concept.
Yeah, you're explaining.
Let me ask you, what is primal? What is primacy? Existence or perception?
Existence. It's perception is perception of existence.
This is just an English language education room.
That even if you don't perceive are true.
Wait, sorry, someone was talking. What did you say?
There are things that even if you don't perceive are true.
Yes.
Or haven't acquired.
Yeah.
Your senses. Those are a priori.
Well, no, because I'm talking about specifically the knowledge part. I can't know of something without experiencing it.
Thanks, JB. Thanks for hosting it. I like seeing you here. Try to come more.
Okay. So then you're going out of metaphysics and you're going into epistemology.
But that's what a priori is. Kant is saying, hey, listen, like, we can know prior to experience. A priori knowledge is specifically you know something prior to experiencing it, and I'm saying that's physically impossible. Like, human knowledge doesn't operate like that. So I'm not rejecting what's.
Wait, how does human knowledge operate, Simon?
The epistemological justification for knowing.
Yeah, and that's there's no way priori.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying it's not a valid method of not like validating knowledge, so you can't justify a priori, and that's why, like in human action, I asked, like, what's the role in human action in all of these justifications when the foundation of knowledge that it's using, okay, is invalid. Like, and then you're gonna cite logic to me, which is what objectivism
the man
is.
just acts. You don't need knowledge in order to act, to know what's convenient for you. No, you don't need to be aware of that knowledge. No, you just act.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
the baby cries. It just acts. That is
no. I
human
understand.
action. Exactly.
I understand.
He doesn't need to understand what milk is. He just wants it.
I know, but I'm not talking about that specific. Like, I'm not talking about specific concrete. I'm talking about the logic that in the book of human action is justified by a priori knowledge, and I'm saying you can't cite objectivism as missing knowledge logic when the entire epistemic system to which these justifications are built on is invalid.
Wait, is somebody trying to make a salad here?
Let me.
Bridge the gap.
The rabbi's here.
Set to ban
Simon is a complete and utter moron. At least you understand English, Rabbi.
After finding out scientific
What is wrong with Simon? Like, does he have brain damage?
Simon Abdullah Samsam?
Simon, Issa's dumb Canadian French Simon who speaks like he's a moron.
Bro, I've heard a lot about him recently. What's happening with him? Is he okay?
Nothing. He's got a room open called Philosophizing Philosophical Philosophy with Issa, and they're talking about a priori and other stupid shit. It's just an English word salad room for morons who, like salad without croutons and ranch.
Yeah, but at least they're not talking about Israel Palestine, bro. Thank God.
That's true.
Because that's, bro, how can you talk about the same damn thing every damn day for
Years.
Yeah, but that's what they've been doing, bro. It's just like, don't get bored. Shut.
Well, you do the same thing in a different way. Everyone is a brain rot sufferer here. Welcome, Evital.
That's not true. That's not true, nigga.
Really? You say the N-word all the time. You need an N-word Tourette syndrome medication like Pepe.
Yeah, but saying nigger is different than talking about the same damn thing.
Oh, really? You say the same word every day, though, all day long. N-word.
Okay, but like you use the word.
You're an Arab N-word. You're an SN, a sand N-word.
Okay, but you use the word you every day. That doesn't mean anything.
Nah.
What are you saying? Wait, let me just make fun of Simon here so I can.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, no, sorry. I didn't know where you were going with that. That's why.
Simon, what's your point?
What's your point, man? What's your point?
What's your point?
Yeah, what's your point?
I don't know. What's the epistemology of this conversation?
The epistemology of the conversation is that you're just telling people to read books.
Oh my God, could you imagine a world where people read books instead of just repeated themselves on their cell phone all day long and talk about epistemology?
I haven't really heard you actually make any arguments as to what I say.
Well, what's the a priori of this conversation?
I don't know, because a priori is not a valid method of thinking. So why don't you actually contribute to something?
I don't know. What's the point of this room? And what's your point?
Go to the gym, Fatty. Go to the gym. Are you pace?
They kicked me.
Oh, he's the one making business, sir.
Well, you should go with your other account.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Go with you have a million accounts, bro. Go to another account and just bro. Your problem is you don't last long on the stage.
Listen, bro. You can go over there and chat with Simon till your heart's content.
I would.
Listen, these are rooms for people that don't speak English that want to practice speaking English. There's no purpose at all for any of these rooms, and it, like you say, it's a total waste of fucking time.
So what do you want me to tell him? I'll go tell him.
We're gonna jump in here. Here we go.
I mean, human made the religion and God.
Human made religion and God. Okay, good.
Yeah, and they are fighting each other.
Yeah.
Your God is good, my God is bad.
Yeah.
They're idiot.
Is your God Stalin?
Yeah, he's my hero.
He's your hero, yeah.
Simon, why did you kick me? You just can't take the conversation, huh?
There's no
Talking about
conversation.
nothing, wasting all your time getting angry, kicking people. Got him again.
TikTok, I mean, I posted everything she said. When I tell you everything, I reposted everything. Not only that, King, Black Lives Matter. She busted that thing wide open. I don't even hear us even saying BLM no more. I don't even hear them saying it no more.
If they're saying it behind the prosecution, that's because they getting ready, they in litigation.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter is a wrap.
Yeah, Candace is a real one. Trust me. Candace is, if you don't know, now you do. You know, and people need to just take the time and stop being a damn bandwagon and go listen to the stuff that she's saying, so that you don't look like a fool, saying stuff like, why people letting Candace Owens speak on Black matters. That's that. Just stop that. Just stop that real quick.
Well, you might as well put it all the way out there, because I only think one of her grandparents is from the Caribbean. The other one, apparently, this is her own words, is foundational Black American, meaning they was here and a part of, some stuff before 1865. But she, Candace will always remain a real one for me, the way that she pushes back against abortion. And so I gotta give her props for this, because there ain't nothing worse than Black people running around trying to defend killing babies. That's all I can say.
She definitely does the work. You know what I mean? She does way more work than most people do. I mean, she researches everything. The way she is beating the hell out of that Brigitte Macron, I mean, I wouldn't even bat an eye on her not knowing what the hell she's talking about. She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, Brigitte Macron, that's done. That's a done daughter. And if anything, you know what I'm saying, that's another whole nation across thousands of miles away, and she served them up. So I got to give it to her on that one. And again, you know what I'm saying, the worst mistake culturally that we're making is, Black folks is being the face behind killing babies. And so I got to, like I said, I'm always going to give Candace props for that. If I disagree with her on everything else, I'm definitely going to agree, always hold that one.
All right, let me ask this question then. Angela Stanton King or Candace Owens?
Well, Angela Stanton recently bought the Israel pill.
No.
And I gotta slow down on that one.
No, what happened, man? I'm not in the loop.
She went to Israel, you know what I'm saying?
No.
She got a flight, and she's doing some type of healthy food initiative or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, the jury's still out, although I gotta give it up to, Angela for the work that she's done. I can't. She definitely is the real one.
Oh, they cut her a paycheck. Okay. I guess she's trying to make money honestly.
So, Respect, you asked a question. I just need to clarify. You talking about Candace or Angela?
No, that's me. I just asked a question. Like, all right, if we gonna say, who we rocking with, who we align with the most, is it, Are we rocking with Angela, or we have to choose? That's aligned with the mission that we were talking about. Is it Angela or is it Candace?
That's a hard choice, but I think I'm gonna go with Candace because if y'all are telling me that Angela's been bought out by the small hats, while Candace is calling out the small hats.
Candace was bought too.
No. When? Maybe initially, but not after the Daily Wire fired her. After the Daily Wire fired her.
She done literally got nigga rejected by the Christians and the white Christians and the white Jews. He's a Catholic.
She's definitely Catholic.
The white Christian Zionist evangelists are coming for her head. This woman is receiving death threats regularly. Smallpox, ditto. So I'm trying to figure out how a nigga with a dead man switch. Y'all know what a dead man switch is, don't you? The hood therapist, do you know what a dead man switch is? Do you know what a dead man switch is, sir?
I'm not familiar.
Did the white man teach you that in college, sir?
Not the same as a kill switch? Yes, sir.
Did the white man teach you that in college, sir? No, sir?
Don't have that class.
Let me do you a favor.
Is that the same as a kill switch? A dead man kill switch?
What dead man switch is that if you kill a person, then they have information that has been sent to various sources that will be exposed in the event of their death. That is a dead man switch.
Repeat that. Repeat that.
It means, Evelyn, if you kill me, I got that tape of you sleeping with your husband's brother. Not that you actually slept with your husband. You know what I'm saying? It means that whatever the dirt is that you would want to kill me for will still be exposed even in my death. So it's like a dead man turning on the lights, still illuminating in the dark.
I saw that in Superfly. Wasn't that the plot in Superfly? Oh, y'all too young to know Superfly, the movie Superfly. Yeah, the dead man. Yeah, he had one too at the end of the movie.
I know that she has said that no matter what happens to her, she has already set something in play, like what you're talking about, exactly what you're talking about. She set something in place to where everything gonna be exposed no matter what.
Didn't Ida B. Wells do something like that too?
You said Ida B. Wells?
Ida B. Wells.
What happened?
One of those, I thought she had one of those provisions. Something was to happen to her. I don't know. I was just asking the question. Yes, I'm not familiar.
All right. Ida B. Wells Barnett was an American investigative journalist, socialist, educator, and early leader in the civil rights movement. She was one of the founders of the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People.
Right. She did some investigative journalist on some high-powered white people. She had some leverage on those people.
Ooh, that sister was from Mississippi.
Not familiar with that.
I'm reading up a little bit on it.
Nobody's in the room familiar with that narrative? I guess not. Well, allegedly, she had uncovered some highly sensitive information on some high-level white supremacist government officials. And
He had that as leverage over them. That's how the narrative. I remember reading about that. King, what you doing over there? Your mic is on.
My bad.
I thought you had something to say. All righty then. Getting quiet in here. I'm on a little break. So Nick Fuentes. I remember, I think, reading or watching something about him, but I'm not too familiar with him. Is he an anti-Semite? Is that what they're branding Nick Fuentes as? Or is he one of those Christian Zionists?
He's a Catholic, radical, white supremacist that just so happens to call out everybody that isn't America first. He's one of those. So,
calling out
black folks, white folks, Jews, Mexicans, Israelis. Who else he be calling out? Goddamn Spaniards, goddamn Chinese. Did I say Jews? Yeah, he's one of those individuals that calls them out. And said, I'm probably saying it wrong. Nope, I won't even try to say it. What he does is he leans in on the racial epithets and the stereotypes and believes that all to be true. He has a warped perspective on history that although he may be right a couple of times in his points, 85% of what he says is incorrect.
What's his ethnic background? Is he Hispanic? Fuentes? Is he Hispanic?
He is of Spaniard descent.
Not Hispanic, but Spanish.
I thought he was one of those white Hispanics, like biracial. One parent's white, one parent is Spaniard, but I could be wrong about. Definitely identifying as white, for sure. I don't remember him speaking on the border or nothing like that. None of his people.
Good morning. His last name alone gives it away. Fuentes. Yeah, he's Hispanic, man. Yeah, they try to hide.
There ain't no question about what he is. I say he don't claim his people.
Yeah, people who we don't care what he claims, but at the end of the day, he is what he is. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be like, well, I'm not this.
Spaniard. You care about what somebody else claims, but you don't care about what he claims.
Well, when you I can't speak because I'm at work, but when you are outwardly racist to certain things, and then you make it seem like you're pro-white and you're absolutely white and you're not, that makes me question who you are as a person because you're not even white. You're not even 100%. Like, you're not German. You're not
all the time.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm talking about him.
But he's European. He's definitely European.
Yeah, Wikipedia says, according to his bio, he is Irish, Italian, and Mexican. His father is half Mexican. There you go.
So if he's half Mexican, that means he's half Spanish.
Right, because Mexican is not an ethnicity, it is a location.
It is not a race. It is not a race.
Yeah, I'm just reading his bio.
Mexican is not a race. It is not a race. Before 1505 and Hernan Cortez, what did they call the people in Mexico? Mexicans?
No.
Fuck out of here with this Mexican shit. A Mexican is nothing but a mulatto cracker. Native.
I can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We can hear you.
So that means that man is 75% European and 25% native. Barack Obama wasn't 75% black, and y'all called him the first black president. So, nigga, what? I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Respect, did you call Barack Obama a white president? Did you call him a Kenyan, nigga?
I call him a Kenyan and white person, yes.
You's a goddamn liar.
That's a whole lot. I'm Haitian, bro, so of course I'm gonna go by the people's backgrounds.
That's goddamn. That's
Jesus.
That nigga ain't nobody in here never heard nobody call this nigga nothing but black.
Hey.
This nigga just come live for the sake of fucking.
Hey, he's Kenyan, my brother. He's Kenyan. At the end of the day, right?
Yes. But we know that he was never recognized as anything.
Because ASMR wisdom only by your good friend Candidate John.
He'll probably be back. He'll be in and out.
Tell my bitch that she ain't answering his own when I see it when I.
Oh, no. Where?
What'd she say?
I told.
Damn, we'll go off on the no for it.
I mean, like.
Bro, Moose said these girls clearly want to.
I mean, this foreign pastors like it.
Look, this is ASMR by John. Welcome back, Melissa. Oh, I'm going to read a book this morning. Hi, Rich. Welcome, Bond.
Now I want you to just let yourself melt a little bit. Just.
Listening to yesterday's ASMR.
When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? See the world as yourself. Have faith in the way things are. Love the world as yourself. Then you can care for all things. 14. Look, and it can't be seen. Listen, and it can't be heard. and it can't be grasped. Above, it isn't bright. Below, it isn't dark. Seamless, unnameable, it returns to the realm of nothing. Form that includes all forms. Image without an image. Subtle, beyond all conception. Approach it, and there is no beginning. Follow it, and there is no end. You can't know it, but you can be it, at ease in your own life. Just realize where you come from. This is the essence of wisdom. 15. The ancient masters were profound and subtle. Their wisdom was unfathomable. There is no way to describe it. All we can describe is their appearance. They were careful as someone crossing an iced-over stream, alert as a warrior in enemy territory, courteous as a guest, fluid as melting ice, shapeable as a block of wood, receptive as a valley, clear as a glass of water. Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master doesn't seek fulfillment. Not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. 16. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow.
Virginia.
When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. 17. When the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. Next best is a leader who is loved. Next, one who is feared. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make them untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, "Amazing, we did it, all by ourselves." 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. when the body's intelligence declines. Cleverness and knowledge step forth. When there is no peace in the family, filial piety begins. When the country falls into chaos, patriotism is born. 19. Throw away holiness and wisdom, and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these three aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. 20. Stop thinking and end your problems. What difference between yes and no? What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need. I alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. I am like an idiot. My mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull. Other people have a purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people. I drink from the great mother's breasts. 21. The master keeps her mind always at one with the Tao. That is what gives her her radiance. The Tao is ungraspable. How can her mind be at one with it? Because she doesn't cling to ideas. The Tao is dark and unfathomable. How can it make her radiant? Because she lets it. Since before time and space were, the Tao is. It is beyond is and is not. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see. 22. If you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up. The Master, by residing in the Tao, sets an example for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words. Because he doesn't know who he is, people recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind, everything he does succeeds. When the ancient masters said, "If you want to be given everything, give everything up," they weren't using empty phrases. Only in being lived by the Tao can you be truly yourself. 23. Express yourself completely, then keep quiet. Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there is only wind. When it rains, there is only rain. When the clouds pass, the sun shines through. If you open yourself to the Tao, you are at one with the Tao, and you can embody it completely. If you open yourself to insight, you are at one with insight, and you can use it completely. How do I know this is true? If you open yourself to loss, you are at one with loss, and you can accept it completely. Open yourself to the Tao, then trust your natural responses, and everything will fall into place. 24. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. 25. There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene, empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. It flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things. The Tao is great. The universe is great. Earth is great. Man is great. These are the four great powers. Man follows the earth. Earth follows the universe. The universe follows the Tao. The Tao follows only itself. 26. The heavy is the root of the light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. However splendid the views, she stays serenely in herself. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. "27.
What up, Evie Tom? I can give you a tarot card reading if you want. I got some tarot cards here, but I'm listening to the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu.
A good traveler
What up,
has no
Nora?
fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher?
Nora, you want to go to my other room, Tarot Card Readings by John, and I'll give you a tarot card reading for your morning coffee.
What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. 28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world...
Okay, Nora, what is your question for tarot cards?
That's okay. I don't need one.
You
I'm
don't-
already depressed.
Well, this is going to help you. What's your query for the tarot cards? What's your question?
I don't have one. I don't. This is witchcraft, John.
It's not witchcraft. It's fucking communication. You're depressed. The whole point.
I'm not depressed. I have an injury, and I'm self-conscious. Like,
Oh, you just said you just said you were depressed.
I know I'm using that word, but really, I'm just it's not like depression for like. It's not like the same kind of depression I've had before. Like, this is justified. I have a deformity in my face.
Okay, so it's not depression. It's something else.
It's a deformity in my face.
You have a beauty mark now.
It's not like you're like my brother. He's like, it's just like a birthmark, but it's not. It's my skin is swollen, my face is swollen. It's not just that.
Oh, I agree. It sucks what you're going through. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, like I told you, I saw a burn victim on the bus. I mean, you always have to look on the bright side of life and know that your body's healing. You know,
What is the burn victim look like? What do they have to think? Like, what do they have to like? I never like comparison. I've always been anti-comparison.
well, I'm saying there's degrees, literally. This guy got cooked, and he looked like molten lava, completely disfigured. You're still a beautiful woman. You have you have a beautiful little beauty mark. When a man falls in love with you, he's gonna fall in love with that beauty mark as well. The whole package. It's gonna happen for you, but you got to keep your attitude positive, and you got to keep working out, and hydrating and moisturizing and pampering
I don't
yourself.
leave the house.
Yeah, I know you don't want to leave the house, but it's essential. You just got to do your routine. Like, you got to fulfill your pattern. And this app really, unless you're doing programming here or education, oh my god, it's just sucking your life force, your energy.
I mean, I will blame the app for my injury.
Well, that's okay. Then blame the app. You still have to do your things. You still have a pattern to fulfill. I'm just trying to help focus your attention and your positive thinking, and your optimism. You choose your reality. So, and your words are really directed and dictated by your reality. So, I'm just trying to make you more conscious of the words that you're using. So, if I repeat back words that you're using, it's only to point out that you're using negative dialectic. I'm trying to teach you always to just go ahead and use positive dialectic. Hi, Danny.
I actually realized that I had a decent face before my injury, so whenever I look at my face, I'm like, oh, if I can see it now, but I couldn't see it then.
Well, hindsight is 2020,
Yeah. My niece smacked me in the center of my nose with my glasses on, so it could always get worse. So I need to stop being negative.
Yeah, I'm looking at your scar right now. It's gonna eventually, just be like a very unnoticeable scar. And
I mean, the picture doesn't look that bad, but if you look close enough, you'll see the swelling too. And I don't know if it was because I was in the cold yesterday, but it's really bad this morning and last night.
Yeah. Well, are you icing it?
I mean, no, but I walked in 30-degree weather.
Yeah, you gotta ice it, and then also take warm baths, because the swelling, it's healing, but this is just like anything. You have to take care of it, and you have to love it.
Yeah. I put a lot of aloe vera on it yesterday. I put this expensive Estee Lauder stuff on it. I put vitamin E. If anything, hopefully it'll take care of the rest of my skin if I'm not taking care of that. So whatever.
Well, anyways, I can't fight you on this, and I don't want to fight you on this. I'm just trying to give you positivity.
Yeah.
So when I say, ask the tarot, it's just like asking yourself something, because the tarot is supposed to be the mirror of the soul. What up, Mikhail? And so if you ask the mirror of the soul a question, it's like asking yourself a question, which is really just saying, what are your priorities? What's your to-do list? Because that's all anybody really has.
I'd like to sleep for 10 years, but I can't really do that. My body doesn't want to. That'd be nice, right?
Well, you should feel well rested, every day. And not a lot of people feel well rested because they have so much going on through their mind, work stuff.
I don't think it's the mind. I think it's your bed.
Well, your mind is your bed. That's where everybody's sitting. This is all metaphor for the self. Your self is in transformation and change, and you're rejecting your situation. You are fighting the now, and that's why you have so much discomfort. And you're not loving yourself and taking care of yourself because you're angry with yourself. You're angry with your environment. The truth is there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. Every wound is supposed to help bring you closer to God, or to Allah, to the all. So even your wound is a manifestation of the all. So I'm just trying to give you a positive reframe on yourself so you can start to live a happy life. Because if you say you want to sleep for 10 years, that's depression speaking. You got to turn it around. You got to keep going and dancing and spinning. I mean,
you can do your tarot card. I don't know what you want.
Okay, you got to ask a question though.
How much does Diego love me?
How much does Diego love me? You sure that's the question you want to ask?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cut the deck 4 times. These are your cards. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Tower. The Tower is number 16. So what happened to you when you were 16?
Okay. What does that have to do with the question?
Because I'm looking at the Tower, and at the top is a blue-headed demigod with horns, and the tower is crashing, and there's lightning and a snake, and it's on fire. So I'm just saying that it's possible that something happened to you when you were 16. Did anything life-changing happen to you at 16?
Not life-changing, but I do remember I don't know how to word it. I do remember something that happened when I was 16 on, I think it was February 14th, because it was the day my cousin was born. It was on his birthday. So it would have been what? February? How old am I now? 40? So when would I have been 16?
24 years ago.
So 2001?
So, yeah. Yep. And then your other card is 3 of Cups, which is a fly standing on top of a cup with an intricate pattern with 2 eyes and cloud smoke. Below is the devil with 2 horns and a geometric symbol behind that. So the Tres de Copas is, going back to your question about Diego, he's that devil below you, the all-seeing eyes, and the fly, which really is another representation for God. So I would say that your lover boy is nothing more than a highly energetic, lustful man who does not have your best interest at heart, and it's best to fly away. And then your other card is the Ace of Cups, the As de Copas, and there's.
But why did you decide to decipher the question based on that and not the 16? Like, how do you decide?
I could say that you are the demigod at the top of the tower, and that Diego is the snake, which has crushed your tower. and destroyed it with his energy.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other card is the Ace of Cups, which is the skull of some type of, cat, maybe a tiger. And then it's sitting on top are two cranes, which are divine birds, divine aviary. And there's an all-seeing eye that they're looking at. And below there is a unicorn sitting in a restful pose on top of what looks like an onion. And this is the Ace of Cups being the first. And it's very, it's very powerful. It's in balance, but it's about what is underneath the pattern. Tigers have a definitive pattern. So this is like a tiger skull. You can see all the sinews, but the tongue is a heart. And there's light or some type of energy coming from the top, but it's just a restful pose. So it really deals with balance, equilibrium, and God, really. So you're the ace. Diego's not even in this picture. In the beginning, he was the snake, and then in the end here, he's the you're his unicorn, actually. That's what's happening here.
That is true. He's never met anybody like me.
Diego's never met anybody like you?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a grandiose way of thinking. I mean, he's probably been with, dozens of women.
I know, I'm saying that's what he said to me.
Oh, well, that's just flattery, and it's his opinion.
I don't think he was saying it in a positive way.
Oh, he was roasting you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's how I take it.
Mm. Well, Diego can't be the only guy you're talking to.
No, I haven't talked to Diego in a little while. It's the longest I haven't talked to him.
Oh, you guys are finished. You're on the outs. He's back.
Yes.
He's back to taking care of his children, his wives.
I mean, we didn't end on a bad note, so maybe he's just busy. We were just normal, so.
Yeah, because people do things. They don't just come on here and just have conference calls all day long.
No, I'm not talking about Clubhouse. We were talking regularly, off of Clubhouse. I don't know. Maybe something I did in the last 2-3 months just clicked in his head, and he was like, okay, gotta distance myself.
Maybe it was the elevator.
That definitely the elevator, but then I don't think splitting my face open helped.
Well, that didn't help or hurt. The relationship was probably over before the face split.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So you think it was the face split that caused the relationship to end?
I don't necessarily think the relationship is over. It's just I don't remember not talking to him for this long. Maybe in the past, but I don't remember. Because I've talked to him so often while I was going through everything that it's just maybe this is our normal. I don't really remember. And no, I don't talk to anybody else. People try to talk to me, but I don't talk to them back. My father's cousin died last night. Sad. You know what's crazy is she was 54, but my dad died when he was 52. But now she's 54, so if I don't know. My dad died so young. 52. So anyways, are you finished with the tarot card?
No, I'm not quite done yet.
I mean, the question was like, how much does Diego love me? That was the question. Oh God. Shoot. I'll be right back.
Children, his wives. What up, Fawcett? Vasa, do you want to say anything?
Did you have me muted?
Yeah, I didn't want to hear your mom in the background, talking.
You could hear her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What I was saying was, no, I definitely think it's the injury because it made me more self-conscious. And I left California to come back to Kentucky because of it, and it seems like it was in vain. I should have just stayed in California. It's not like I could really do anything about it.
Well, I've moved around the country for business and for work, etc. And it's up to you to be happy wherever you're at. It really doesn't matter where you're at.
No, I think when I was in California, it like forced me to live. Like I was like every day I would go out. Like every day I was like doing like I had to because I didn't have the agency to just be lazy at home.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here I have that, and I also it's not the best environment. I should have just stayed in California and figured it out. And I would have been closer to Diego.
Well, do you want to play a little game with me?
Sure.
It has only one rule. I don't know if you're going to be able to abide by it, but I'm gonna tell you the rule, and when you violate the rule, guess what I'm gonna do?
Pull out of the room.
Well, I'll tell you violated the rule.
Okay.
Do you know what the number one rule is of the tarot card house?
I don't know.
You are no longer allowed to repeat anything. If you've repeated yourself, I will hit a bell and say, stop, you're repeating yourself. Because no one wants to have a conversation with somebody who just repeats themselves.
But John,
Wouldn't you agree?
I do have that problem. Like I do it in my real life where it's not that I repeat myself, it's when I'm fixating on something, I will ask the same question in a different way, maybe 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm. Which is repeating yourself.
Yeah, and it like drives the person who gave birth to me, aka my mother, insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she yells at me most of the time.
Okay, well, when you repeat yourself, I'm just going to hit a bell and say, stop, please. You're breaking the rule.
Okay. I mean, I'm very good at rules, so I'll probably win the game.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's not going to be, mean. It's going to be very delicate little bell. And I'm just going to ASMR whisper and say, you're breaking the rules.
But it's okay to repeat yourself. Sometimes repetition is...
Nope, not here. Not here, because that's the rule. Like, you got to see that.
You're repeating yourself, bro.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I just want to make sure the rules are understood because it's a very simple rule. Can you repeat the rule back to me?
Can't repeat yourself.
Can't repeat yourself. Okay, say it one more time.
I'm I'm not allowed to.
Ooh. Okay, you got the rules. You understand. Perfect. So guess what that means? I don't have to hear anything about Diego. I don't have to hear anything about your wound to your face, your swelling, or anything. You cannot repeat yourself for at least the next 30 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to hit the bell. That's the rule.
I mean, just because I mentioned somebody doesn't mean it's going to be repetitive.
If I detect some type of repeat, I'm going to hit the bell and notify you that you've, in my opinion, broken the rule.
Mention something in relation to the injury without it be repetitive, like something that I haven't said before.
I agree, but it's got to be something you didn't say before. If it's a repeat, I'm gonna make a noise and say.
Do you know who Jay Leno is?
Yeah.
I look like him now.
You look like Jay.
Like that's when I'm looking at myself right now on the camera. That's what it looks like. On one side of my face only, not the other side.
Well, did you ever see Jay Leno when he got the black eye? He hurt himself, and he claims that he tripped, but people claim that he got his ass beat.
With his cars?
No, somebody punched him in the face, and they say he's connected to the mafia.
Oh wow, that's a really bad block. Whoa, that is a fall, bro.
That's what everybody said. He got his ass beat.
No, I don't think that's a beating. I think that's a fall.
Oh really?
Yeah, or like an injury, because I had a similar injury when I was like 14, and my face was pretty bad. I think mine was a little bit worse than his because my eye went black. Closed. Like his eye's still open in the picture. Well, the other ones he has a patch on, so maybe it was really bad. Jay Leno. This was just last year.
Yeah.
Wow. That sucks. Dang. That's awful. We have to be more careful. It's scary.
I agree.
What do you think of this stupid thing of people changing their eye color?
I think it's just anything. I mean, people are trying to treat their depression with some type of body modification.
Huh. I don't know if it's because I have brown eyes, but I really don't like the brown eyes turning like blue or green. It doesn't look nice to me. Like I find the brown eyes prettier on them. I'm not saying blue eyes aren't pretty. I just think when somebody naturally has brown eyes and they change it just doesn't look right. Rarely. Like one of my cousins, she wears colored contacts and they're just like brown, like light brown instead of dark brown, and I think her dark brown eyes are prettier. It's just coming on my Instagram, that's why I mentioned it.
You don't say.
Okay, tell me, I had 2 Instagrams permanently disabled. Tell me why. One of them, okay, I probably was mass reported because I was acting a fool, but the other one was a private account. How did that one get permanently disabled?
They're just connected or somehow associated, and the mods at Instagram were like, "Oh, this is that girl's account too. This goes as well. Bye bye."
But I have other accounts that were connected that didn't get disabled.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like it's probably not automated. Like somebody probably eye checked it and removed it. So for whatever reason, bye bye.
It's just crazy because literally I've had both of these accounts since like 2009, 2010, 2011, around that time. and the Nura Shalash account that they disabled, I had almost 2,000 photos on that one, but like it was just my private one. Like nobody had access to it.
Yeah, it just got caught up in the dragnet. Now, I want to warn you, you're getting very close to repeat territory land, and I'm getting really close to ringing that bell on you.
Oh, I didn't say anything that was repetitive.
I heard all this yesterday and the day before, so, you know, it's
not possible because I just now found out that I got permanently disabled on my other account.
All right, well, just don't forget the rules. We've clearly defined the rules. Now, you don't repeat yourself. Don't repeat a thing. Otherwise, you're going to get the bell. You haven't experienced the bell yet, but...
Should I eat eggs or should I eat cornflakes?
Go with the eggs, because I got eggs, too. We can do a scrambled eggs cooking video class.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting out of bed, though.
Oh, your lazy ass is still in bed?
Yeah.
Damn. How long have you been sleeping?
I wake up at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and I'm like, no, I don't feel refreshed, and I force myself to go back to sleep. I have random people on my Snapchat. I don't really use Snapchat, but I don't know who these people are. I guess I accepted random stuff like random people, and I've been posting my my face with my, you know, on my face just so I can try to get more used to it. And there's a couple of people that are like obsessed with it. They're like, "Oh my god, I love your scar." What the heck?
Yeah, I had a really bad cut on my arm when I was in college, and I picked at it, and it scarred up, and to this day there's still a big lump, you know, where the scar is. Well,
really?
It's because I picked at it and I didn't take care of it. But, you know, don't tell me about your scar anymore, because you're getting really close to getting into repeat territory. You're about to get belled if you talk about, you know, the SCAR again.
But I didn't say anything that I repeated.
It's up to me. It's my opinion whether it's a repeat or
Okay,
not.
PTR the lump of your arm.
I'm good. I'm ready to like start my meditation.
Okay, I'm ready to watch Young Sheldon.
Damn, you're gonna watch Young Sheldon on a work day in the morning? Like that's bold. That's audacious.
Should I watch something else?
Wow. Could you imagine like some husband is like what's your wife doing right now? Oh, she's watching Young Sheldon. Your wife is
No,
what?
if I had a husband, that's not what I would be doing right now.
What would you be doing?
That is very, very private.
Oh, I see.
I don't mean it in that way, but like I'm just in general, like I just think it's private. No, I would be like taking care of myself, taking care of the house, taking care of the things that like if he's at the house, if he's not at the house.
Well, see, then you should still be doing all that.
I'd be more motivated to do things. Like I have so many things that I need to do at the house and just don't have the motivation to do it right now. Like I still haven't unpacked myself from California. Like I still have my suitcases.
Well, you are hypnotizing yourself on Clown House and wasting all your precious TIME.
No, I don't use Clubhouse. Like I only pretty much talk to you on here, and then I just listen while I'm sleeping. Or not sleeping.
Well, what's interesting is that
I kind of want to hear stuff about religion.
Well, what's interesting is you have the solutions to every single question you've asked here today. Just FYI. Congratulations.
We never finished the tarot card.
You are simultaneously the solution and the problem. And therefore, you are your own worst enemy. Congratulations.
Snapchat? Because there's this thing called Seed Survivors. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Add me on Snapchat, John Kitover. Or John _ Kitover.
No, but really, like, you know, under the Discover thing, how they have, like, different things? This thing that I have is Seed.TV Survivors. And it's, like, it's the craziest stories of people. It's, like, 1 in a, like, million. I don't believe that this is, it's just, like, not normal. Like, this guy is, like, they used my ribs to make my nose.
Okay, I got one more tarot deck here. Go ahead and ask a question to tarot.
So sad. When will I see Diego again?
When will I see Diego again? Okay, I'm going to cut the deck 4 times for you here.
I want to mute because I think you can hear my mom.
Okay, these are your 4 cards. When will I see Diego? Your first card is Prince of Discs, which is the Prince of Money or the Earth. Discs are pentacles or money. The prince arrives on his bull, holding the globe, riding
There you go, that's
a
Diego.
powerful metallic chariot. Your prince is coming, and we shall see where to. Your second card, unfortunately, is Strife. Strife. It's a wand. It's a magic caduceus with 2 snakes at the top. The wings spread open, and then 4 other corresponding wands with energy surrounded by the color yellow. Strife. Diego brings you strife. That's where Diego goes, to Strife.
No, the first one, it was the prince.
I know, but he brought you strife. He didn't bring you joy.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you your third card here in a second. Okay, your third card. Your third card is the Knight of Discs. So you started with the Prince. Now the Knight is lower than the Prince. So I guess you have to downgrade from Diego to some more inconsequential man.
But that's not the question.
Well, you said
You're not very good at the tarot cards.
Well, you know, you asked, when will I see Diego again? And I'm trying to tell you what the tarot cards are saying. Again, this isn't, this is all my opinion about the cards that I'm pulling. You may not like my opinion, but this is what I see when I see the cards.
Okay.
And the knight is riding a horse. The horse is grazing in a field of wheat surrounded by the color yellow. This knight has a helmet on with some type of antler type, reindeer type creature. And he's looking up a mountain from the base, looking up to the right, holding a big metallic shield, which is radiating the energy of the sun. And he is carrying nunchucks or a bat to destroy and crush some type of enemy, connected by a link. So that's Knight of Disc. Your fourth card is Indolence, number 8, which is 8 cups that are not producing wisdom or white liquid. And so you're indolent. That's where you're at right now. So Diego brought you strife. There's some other man in your life. And then you are an indolent person. Indolence. Say the word indolence.
No, thank you.
And it's a cup, meaning you're not putting enough God in your cup. And if you do put a God in your cup, guess who will come back into your life?
I don't know.
Don't repeat yourself. Prince of Discs. So it won't be Diego, but it'll be some other man. But it'll be like Diego, but there's no one will ever be like you. That's what he told you, right? No one's ever.
No.
I never met someone like you.
I mean, have you met somebody like me, John?
Don't repeat yourself. You're about to get the bell.
No, I'm asking you, have you? I did not repeat myself. I said I'm asking you.
Sure, I've met dozens of girls like you. Dozens.
No, you haven't.
Dozens. Are you serious?
Let me tell you why, because you don't even know how I am. How am I getting the bell?
I've heard all this before.
You haven't.
I have. I've seen the videos. I don't need to think about it. I don't need to talk about it. And neither do you. And I'm... Okay, so that's your 4-card tarot.
You didn't answer either one of my questions. The first question is so much, and the other one is soon. That's all the questions are.
Okay, this was your tarot video number 2.
I don't use Clubhouse. Like, I only pretty much talk to you on here, and then I just listen while I'm sleeping. That doesn't even sound like me. Why am I getting the bell, bro?
I'm just putting the bell away because the show is over.
I'm glad I can help you with your YouTube content. I don't use Clubhouse. Like, I only pretty much talk to you on here, and then I just listen while I'm sleeping. Are you using? Is that gonna be a YouTube short? Like, why are you?
It is a YouTube short, but I don't know. It's not playing for some reason. And I'm trying to tell you what the tarot cards are saying. Again, this isn't, this is all my opinion about the cards that I'm pulling. You may not like my opinion, but this is what I see when I see the cards.
Okay.
And the knight is riding a horse. The horse is grazing in a field of wheat surrounded by the color yellow. This knight has a helmet on with some type of antler type, reindeer type creature. And he's looking up a mountain from the base, looking up to the right, holding a big metallic shield, which is radiating the energy of the sun.
Can you delete this, John?
And he is carrying nunchucks, or a bat, to destroy and crush some type of enemy. Connected by a link. So that's Knight of Discs. Your 4th card is Indolence, number 8, which is 8 cups that are not producing wisdom or white liquid. And so you're indolent. That's where you're at right now. So Diego brought you strife. There's some other man in your life. And then you are an indolent person. Indolence. Say the word indolence.
No, thank you.
And it's a cup, meaning you're not putting enough God in your cup. And if you do put a God in your cup, guess who will come back into your life?
Do you feel about a cup? I don't know.
Don't repeat yourself. Prince of Discs. So it won't be Diego, but it'll be some other man. But it'll be like Diego, but there's no one will ever be like you. That's what he told you, right? No one's ever. I never met someone like you.
Have you met somebody like me, John?
Don't repeat yourself. You're about to get the bell.
I'm asking you, have
I said I'm asking you.
Sure, I've met dozens of girls like you. Dozens.
You haven't.
Dozens. Are you serious?
Let me tell you why, because you don't even know how I am. How am I getting the bell?
I've heard all this before.
You haven't.
I have. I've seen the videos. I don't need to think about it. I don't need to talk about it. And neither do you.
John.
What?
I don't use Clubhouse. Like, I only pretty much talk to you on here, and then I just listen while
Is this a YouTube video? Like, I don't like this. Or I don't mind being in your
sleeping.
Well, what's interesting is that...
I kind of want to hear stuff about religion.
Well, what's interesting is you have the solutions to every single question you've asked here today. Just FYI. Congratulations.
We never finished the tarot card.
You are simultaneously the solution and the problem. And therefore, you are your own worst enemy. Congratulations.
Do you use Snapchat? Because there's this thing called Scene Survivors. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Add me on Snapchat, John Kitover. Or John_Kitover.
No, but really, like, you know, under the Discover thing, how they have, like, different things. This thing that I have is Scene.tv Survivors.
The audio is not good.
And it's, like, it's the craziest.
It sounds good to me, but it sounds bad to you because it's, YouTube through Clubhouse. And I'm trying to tell you what the tarot cards are.
Can you make it private?
His wives. No, it's anonymous. Nobody knows who you are.
Everybody knows who I am, John. What are you talking about?
Yeah, on Clubhouse, but not on YouTube. Most of these people aren't even from the United States.
It is beyond is and is not.
Yeah, you don't have to listen. I mean, the thing is, people who have seen your elevator video, like, to associate you with that elevator video is very rare. Like, you'd have to meet some, like, super internet connected individual, because you have no idea how many videos. You think that video is, like, some type of, significant. Anyways, I'm just saying.
They make it viral every, like, 2-3 months, man. What are you talking about? If I were to search myself on Twitter, I'm sure it's viral right now.
Well, anyways, I'm just saying you create yourself every day. It's up to you to put out new videos.
I honestly, now that I've had this injury, I prefer the elevator video.
Oh, you like that video?
I mean, at least my face isn't split open. I don't like it, but at least my face isn't split open. I don't think I look my best, but my face isn't split open in it.
Rule breaker. Rule break. Nora has broken the rule, the sacred rule of not repeating herself.
Nora loves Diego. And he does not bring me strife.
Okay, we've been doing tarot cards. I'm going to read to you from A Key to the Wisdom of the Ages, the Tarot by Paul Foster Case. Key of the Cosmos and Numbers. ADHFBEIGC.
ABCDEF. That?
Basically. Okay, this is called the High Priestess Gimel. As a double letter, Gimel designates the pair of opposites, peace and strife. For as in the world, peace and war are mainly dictated by the conditions of commerce, communication, and transportation, So in human personality, adjustment or maladjustment are largely determined by the response of the subconsciousness to the things and people with whom we are brought into communication. Uniting intelligence is the mode of consciousness attributed to Gimel. As transportation, camel and caravan brings distant places nearer together and establishes communication between them, so does subconsciousness, which is the connecting medium between human personalities, unite us to one another regardless of distance. Subconsciousness is the agency of telepathic communication. Below is the direction attributed to Gimel. That which is below is secondary, subordinate, dependent, under control, subject to command, obedient. All these ideas are clearly related to the idea of camel, as an obedient beast of burden. They relate in consciousness to the subordinate element of personal consciousness, at all times amenable to control by suggestions which originate in the mental activities symbolized in tarot by the magician who represents self-consciousness. Okay, we're going to take a break there. Subconsciousness.
Let's see. John Kitover. YouTube paper. We are live. You gotta like. It's so delayed on your YouTube live.
I know.
Okay. Let's see what else. I feel like I don't have
really
like, you know who you should follow, even though he doesn't follow me? Your BFF Prince. Palestinian Prince. Do you remember him?
No idea who that is.
Yeah, you know what? I went back. I didn't tell you this yet, but I went back and I listened to your conversation with Andrew Meyer. And then, and then I clipped it all and I put it all over YouTube.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, this is the account. The Andrew Meyer Podcast. Andrew Meyer Don't Tase Bro. Andrew Meyer Podcast. Andrew Meyer. Oh, so this one went viral. This one has 600 views. Well, if you can't be used, you're useless.
We know you use us.
If I were to search myself on Twitter, I'm sure it's viral right now.
Well, anyways, I'm just saying you create yourself every day. It's up to you to put up new.
I don't see it. Where's the video?
That account is called John Kitover Vote.
Yeah, I honestly, now that I've had this injury, I prefer the elevator video.
Oh, you like.
You're taking everything out of context, John. You're like horrible.
Well, see, that's the thing about context is like that video.
I mean, at least my face isn't split open. I don't like it, but at least my face isn't split open. I don't think I look my best, but my face isn't split open.
So this is what happens when you create videos. It creates a new context, which is kind of interesting.
I don't see any that has 600 views. What are you talking about?
On John Kitover Vote, it's in the shorts. The one with Andrew Meyer, it got 588 views. Rule breaker. Rule break. Nora has broken the rule. The sacred rule. Of not repeating yourself.
Nora loves Diego. And he does not bring me strife.
Okay, we've been been doing tarot cards. Indolence. I'm going to read to you from Strife. A Key to the Wisdom of the
Prince
Ages.
of Discs.
The Tarot
Knight
by
of
Paul
Discs.
Foster
Those were your
Case.
cards.
Key of the Cosmos and Numbers. ADHFBEIGC.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That.
Basically. Okay, this is called the High Priestess Gimel. As a double letter, Gimel designates the pair of opposites, peace and strife. For as in the world, peace and war are mainly dictated by the conditions of commerce, communication, and transportation. So in human personality, adjustment or maladjustment are largely determined by the response of the subconsciousness to the things and people with whom we are brought into communication. Uniting intelligence is the mode of consciousness attributed to Gimel. As transportation, camel and caravan brings distant places nearer together and establishes communication between them, so does subconsciousness, which is the connecting medium between human personalities, unite us to one another regardless of distance. Subconsciousness is the agency of telepathic communication. Below is the direction attributed to Gimel. That which is below is secondary, subordinate, dependent, under control, subject to command, obedient. All these ideas are clearly related to the idea of camel, as an obedient beast of burden. They relate in consciousness to the subordinate element of personal consciousness, at all times amenable to control by suggestions which originate in the mental activities symbolized in tarot.
If I were to search myself on Twitter, I'm sure it's.
All right, Nora, well, do you want to keep going?
No, I want you to delete everything.
Okay.
It's too late, Nora. You're on these YouTube accounts.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, this is your campaign contribution. Because if, you know, I can always do a tarot card reading business for people if they want access to the opened eye.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to go to sleep for 10 years now.
10, not 11. 10, not 9. Rule breaker. She broke another rule, ladies and gentlemen. She's repeated herself again.
Hold on. Bell, 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 bell. Ring, ring, ring.
This thing's making a weird noise now.
If I have the option to cut my face open and reconstruct it, should I do it or should I just accept it as it is right now?
what was on your card? The tower, right? It was Diego the snake that destroyed your tower. Magic flute. You know, in your situation, Nora, there's only one thing that will ever make you really feel real good. Do you know what that is?
Going back in time?
No, if you break a sweat.
What do you not understand? Like, I walked yesterday and it made my face more swollen. Imagine if I, like, work out like I used to.
That's your fourth rule violation. What I'm trying to tell you is
I did not repeat myself.
what I'm trying to tell you is if you want to go back in time and you basically sweating is like going back in time.
Yeah.
Because you're just
the only thing that makes me feel better is Diego.
See, when you say I want to go back in time, that's you saying I have a feeling that, you know, that would make me feel better. But that's like a hunch, you know, you don't know definitively. And then you
yes,
just
I would. Going back in time was
okay. What did you just broke the rule again? You talked about Diego.
I just said what will make me feel better is Diego.
But you're describing a feeling. You are describing a feeling, which you can replicate. You can copy it. You can duplicate it. Anyways, it's my opinion. But you're on the tarot card show, so what do you know?
Not us, because I was like, where is he? And he's just like doing yoga. It's interesting now. Come on stage. The Tao Ming, whatever it's called.
Well, he has multiple going. He has on Twitter, Instagram. He's got lives on multiple.
When did it? Yesterday? Oh, it's now.
No, this was
yesterday. It's replay.
2 days ago, actually.
Buttercup and
Yeah, but hold on. So Andrew Meyer, who is a Jewish guy that I will tell you about him later. So he was in the app years ago. He left, went to X, and now he got banned on X. He's kind of like a buttercup type of Jew. And he came back. He came back on Clubhouse looking for his dopamine apparently, and he started talking to Nora. And Nora is in a room of John, and then after left, Buttercup came in, and now, yeah, that's the conversation that's going on right now.
how did he found Noah from all people?
No, because they were friends years ago, so they know each other from before.
No, they only found each other because the room title is the Pepe Show, and he wanted to come in and talk to Pepe. Instead, he found Nora.
But they know each other from years ago. But continue with the recording. I want to hear
multiple platforms.
You're right. I was reading the Bible, and then Andrew raised his hand. I was like, oh, welcome back. And then I was just telling people to follow.
All right. Well, we can go talk in a different room. Should I start the room? Okay.
Yeah. Sounds right. So, which people did he tell him to follow? And what is his username?
Let me go back. It is King is the name, and it's LeBrian.
Never mind, I can't say it either. L-E-B-R-I-A.
Le, and then Brian, B-R-I-A-N.
Yeah, like before LeBrian. Okay, let me see. LeBrian.
That's the username, yeah.
Oh, King LeBrian. I found him. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should.
I don't know if
You'll have to.
block him already or just let him breathe for a little bit.
Well, look at my other profile, and if you want to go back and listen to this replay, it's kind of far down there, but it's John Kitover IL, and the beginning is actually very funny because LeBrian he hates everyone and everything. Yeah. And so Nora goes through the list of all these people that she thinks he'd like to talk to, and he just insults every single one of them. It's very funny, actually.
Oh, can you not us? Because I was like, where is he?
This is funny.
He doesn't insult anybody. He says, I don't know them.
Okay. Your religious life, are you still very strongly practicing Orthodox Jew?
Of course.
Do you think that you would have been Jewish if you weren't born in a Jewish family?
Oh, this app is different.
Are you looking at like the different things that it does?
I was just trying to look at other rooms, and then it like when you're scrolling, it immediately like it's talking.
Yeah, you can. It'll show that you're in there.
He just bounced.
Okay, back to Matthew. Let's see. Oh, you're back. It took you into the other rooms?
Invite KP to this room.
Okay.
Hello, Rose. Good day, love.
I just pinged him.
How's my English flower?
Can you do my card readings, please?
Of course, darling. Just ask away. Ask the tarot. What do you want to know? The tarot is the mirror of your soul.
Has Nora already had her reading?
Yes, Nora has already
you put it
had
all
her.
over YouTube, Rose.
Nora, please tell Rose the rules of the room, please.
No farting. Oh, okay, I'll try not to fart because I do fart in other rooms. Sorry, John.
Okay, please ask your question to tarot.
No, that's not how it works. You have to just do the cards.
Love, I'm running the show here. You are the querent. I am the magician.
Answer them, Rose. He doesn't even answer them.
I am the magician. Tell me your query and I will go to the cards for consultation and tell you what I see in the sky.
That's actually hilarious. It's like going to a psychic and telling them everything. What's the point in them being a psychic then? You're not supposed to even tell them the question, fam.
The tarot are cards that represent the universe, and I am an angel dealing out tarot cards to those who need wisdom in their cups. What is your question for tarot, Rose?
Okay, I have a question. When will I be a millionaire?
When will I be a millionaire?
Yes.
Okay, these are your 4 cards. I'm going to cut the deck for you 4 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your first card, Rose, is the Prince of Discs. Some man's bringing you money right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Your second card is Strife. Oh, no. Same cards as Nora. Nora, what are the odds? Knight of Discs, same card. I guess I didn't cut the deck very good. Indolence. Nora, why don't you explain to her your conundrum? And I think it's going to be the exact same query as Rose.
I don't think Nora wants to, fam.
I'm looking at old pictures of my beautiful, beautiful children.
Why are you sad about your face, Nora? There's nothing really wrong with it.
No, I got cut open.
By who? Hello, how y'all doing?
What up, Lyrical?
What's up, John? So, John, I wanted to ask you a quick question, and I'm trying not to bring the energy of the rest of Clubhouse in here. But I do have a question because it was something discussed, and I had to disagree with a group of people. So, the question was: do the Bible do they talk about or discuss zodiacs? And I told them yes. The Bible is practically a zodiac book, but it contradicts itself when it says, it's against sorcery and etc. What is your opinion on that?
Well, bring up the king, because the king here is the final arbitrator on that question. Because
dude, he was using I'm so sorry, LeBrian. John was using our conversation in his YouTube videos. We've given John content.
So
hey, what's up, Nora?
Let me mod the king.
Okay.
Does this thing work?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up, Nora?
Kitover is just what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word, John? You're
creating content?
Preying on us?
Who's Kitover?
Edmund.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, John, do you do tarot on YouTube?
I can read tarot cards too, but the king here might think it's bullshit.
I used to be deep off into that. I kind of weaved away from it.
Tarot's not bullshit, although you're not talented at it.
So I wasn't like the tarot. I wasn't like the study type of tarot reader. I
wasn't talking about you. I meant Edmund. Edmund is
you in the Matrix.
Not a real
Edmund. John Kitover.
What's up, Abby?
He said John. Hey, what's up? He said John Kitover cannot. You were in the Matrix, so I'm just saying whatever you tried to say. Are you back from the Matrix?
Thanks.
So are you trying to learn about
you're
the
still in the
tarot,
Matrix.
John? Or this is just a good title?
He is good in reading. He did mine.
He just said it. What
did he say?
I asked him, do you do tarot on YouTube? I thought he said no.
On YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube.
Well, John.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can read to you your cards now.
That's a good idea to do it on YouTube.
Yeah, you'll get paid pretty good. I mean, once you get to 1,000 followers, then you can do it live. You'll start off first uploading your videos.
Lyrical, even if you're a bald man.
Huh?
Even if you're a bald man, do you still get a lot paid?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like. A lot of people who are disabled utilize YouTube. It's just a source of income. And sometimes you can meet some really good friends on there. It just depends on what kind of crowd you try. Yeah.
Look at all these. She's a good manager for you, John.
No, I don't know about being a manager.
Well,
I
you
can
get
some ideas. I can share some ideas.
Thank you, Lyrical. Nora and King down here yesterday helped me create a lot of great content, and Nora just let me create a lot of great content. We did some tarot card readings for Nora.
Really?
Nora, tell them about the experience. How would you rate me on a Google review?
Nobody watched it.
I feel exploited. That's the word. He exploited me.
So I am.
He's taken advantage of my depression over my face.
So I am what they would call the devil.
Okay, girl, calm down now.
I am what they would call the devil.
You're not the devil.
Well, I'm referencing to tarot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the devil means you're addicted. You're stuck to something. It could be you're enjoying being stuck in that situation.
I am addicted.
So when you look at the color of the people being attached to the baton, I would say, on the stone, you can. Oh, hi, Alpha. Oh wait, I'm gonna ask. Can you bring her up for a second? We were talking about tarot card and lyrical the devil.
Lyrical has the devil card.
No,
Nora, please tell Rose the rules of the room, please.
Nice to meet you.
That's basically my zodiac.
My Fate. Okay.
Scorpio, right?
No. Scorpio is the lovers.
Or is that Oh, wait. I thought. Hold on.
Scorpio is the lovers.
I thought that would have been Libra. Is the death card Capricorn? Or devil, rather?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
The death is Scorpio. Devil is Capricorn.
What is Pisces then, lyrical?
That would be